Hello, Shemai. Fearghus Ó Conchúir dwi ac Fearghus Gyfer Artistig Cwmni Dawns Cenedlaethol Cymru. I'm Fearghus, and I'm very happy to talk about the work that we're going to be doing over the next year. Dance is an art form that knows about how people are developed, how bodies are developed, both as individuals and collectively. And at a time where I think in the world, in Wales and beyond, we're thinking about how it is we bring people together, we at National Dance Company Wales are looking at how we work and the kind of work we put on stage to be part of that conversation. Partly it's about developing talent, and we do that in a lot of different ways. We do it with the workshops we do in schools, with the partnerships that we have to promote dance for Parkinson's so that people of all ages and abilities can be involved in dance. And we also do it through our work on stages and in all kinds of other places. In 2020, for our spring tour, we're putting together 3 works that will reflect on how it is we could come together differently. 2 of the works are going to be new works, and 1 will be the revival of a piece that I think is still very relevant today. And that piece is a piece called Lunatic by the renowned choreographer Nigel Charnock. It's a work of energy, of excitement. It's a work that goes to the audience and draws them in. And it's a work that really feels relevant as we think about the place of the nation in the world. The second choreographer that we'll be working with is a woman called Alexandra Warstal. Alexandra works from Düsseldorf, but she grew up in Cyprus, which is another small nation on the other side of Europe. And she makes very beautiful work that reminds me of weather. And the third piece in that triple bill is going to be a new work of mine based on rugby. Now, that rugby piece will be seen first this year at the Eisteddfod. The rugby piece is a piece that thinks about rugby as the national dance of Wales. It's a kind of physicality that really shapes individuals, but it also shapes the communities and supporters that support those individuals. And I think there's something very interesting for us in dance to look at what the choreography of rugby is and to be able to draw that out, transform it and show it to people in a different way. So that when they look at our dance, that they'll see something familiar, but that they'll see it in a way that they never thought of before. We will also be touring across Wales with our small-scale tour called Roots. It's a program that's really important because not only does it allow us to connect with all kinds of schools, all kinds of people across Wales that might not be coming to those bigger venues where we usually perform our spring tour, but it's also an opportunity this year for us to showcase the talent of developing and emerging choreographers. 2 of those are in the company at the moment as dancers. So Nikita Gwal will be presenting one of her works. The other piece will be by Ed Myhill. One of the other choreographers is from Swansea called Anthony Matsena, and it feels very exciting for us to be able to draw that talent back to Wales and to be able to connect what he knows about Wales to the wider country. The other things that we'll be doing as a contemporary company that is interested in innovation is trying to find the opportunities to research and develop what the new forms of dance could be in the future. So in the next few months, we will be having a choreographic laboratory. So like a laboratory, a place to experiment and test out new things. And we will be having that laboratory in partnership with Groundwork Pro. We want to work with them so that we can bring independent choreographers and choreographers who are dancers in the company together to think about what are the new ways that we should make choreography, what are the different ideas that can come in. We'll be doing that with 2 mentors, one of whom is a woman called Lee Anderson, who is, again, another iconic dance maker here in the UK. She set up the Chumleys and the fan shows, 2 amazing companies. And the other mentor is a French choreographer called Eric Min Kwon Castain. And Eric works with a company called Shonen, his company, focusing a lot on new technology. And I think that's going to be a very interesting thing for us to introduce to both audiences here and particularly to our dance makers. So as well as finding ways to connect all across Wales with our work, We will be touring internationally representing Wales, as we do in a number of different countries, including in Hong Kong and in Spain and in Germany. For me, it's important to make those international connections because Wales is already connected to the world and the world already connected to it. In a time where we're thinking about how it is that communities can come together, those connections seem more and more important, and dance is an art form that can make that happen.